I am Abhishek Mishra. So basically, I'm a UX designer who can code. So I bring with me experience of working with mobile app design and responsive web design as well as UI development on the table. So I have been working in the field of UI UX design and UI development like since for last 2 to 3 years, and currently I am enrolled in a bachelor's program in computer science of engineering, and I am pursuing my degree in my college, which is Government College of Engineering Kyonjar. And so basically, when I was in first year, I started learning web designing first from free code camp, and my journey was very very rough, where I had to clear out my time and spend my time on learning web designing. And then with the help of my web designing knowledge, I got my first job in a very early startup, wherein I was responsible for both designing the interfaces as well as developing the interfaces. So I know that's a lot of job to do, but at the end what I got is I got to learn a lot of things from my first job. I was like a unicorn there because the startup had a very less number of team members and a very short, small budget. But at the end, what was happening is that we all were responsible for designing and developing a product from the scratch, and I was luckily introduced to this opportunity, and I got this opportunity, and I will feel very lucky that I got that opportunity. Other than it, I was introduced to UX design basically in my first job, that is in the startup, wherein they asked me one day to conduct a research of the comparative analysis of the competitors, and I was like, what are we doing? Why am I doing marketing stuff? I was not introduced to UX before it. So I asked them, and they told me just read about UX a bit. So I read about UX for a week or two. This is when I was in first year of my college, and then I started understanding what is UX and how it is used in product development life cycle. And then I somewhere started working with the UX without much of the knowledge of UX. I somewhere started conducting comparative analysis, and then conducting basic market research, what were the type of interfaces and the features which were there and existing in the current market. And then with the help of all this knowledge, I started with a very basic raw data which I had in my hand, and then I transferred this data into I used all this data to come out with a design on paper, and then these designs from the paper were being directly converted into code. I was not involved in prototyping there, but after I completed my job at that startup, where I was coding as well as designing. So I was coding in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and React also sometimes there. But after completing this job, I took my time to learn about UX because I was very much interested in UX. I decided to pursue it as my career for the next for my life if I could. So basically what happened is I took a Google UX design certification program. There I was working on projects on mobile app design, responsive web design, and basically solving problems with usability and considering accessibility. So basically I am now saying that I aim to design and develop interfaces which are usable and accessible for a wider range of audience. This is just because I learned from the UX design certification program, and I realized what is the importance of UX. You can't just simply design and develop interface and throw it out in the market in the face of the users use it. You have to use it because we have made it for you. No, that's not happening, because at the end it's the user. They are in their space. They are not so tech savvy, or they may be tech savvy, but at the end they are using your product. And if they are not able to use your product, or the end user is not friendly with your product will be not used by them. They will leave your product out and search for alternatives, or they will simply not ever try your product again. So basically I designed a mobile app design for a foodies app, food ordering app, and a responsive website for a fitness coaching app. And then I also designed a interface for like a user interface for a sign up flow for a gaming website. And after that, I also designed a website again for the foodies app, which was earlier. I designed it like desktop version website and made it friendly for 60 plus aged user group. And it was a very good experience where I got to learn a lot of things about accessibility with general audience. And other than it, I am very much familiar with all the design, with the full design processes, like the A/B testing and user flows, wherein we are concerned with the flow of the interfaces step by step, wherein user will click on this button and will go to the next interface. So basically, the startup helped me a lot to learn and to pursue my career. So other than it, I am very much proficient in design tools such as Figma and Adobe XD. And other than it, I think like if there are new tools such as Sketch and InVision, they will be very friendly for me to learn, because I have experience of transitioning from Figma to Adobe XD. And currently I'm not using Photoshop because it is under Adobe description program, but I am very much proficient in photo editing software such and apps too. So because I use like everything, because at the end what I want is like my ideas to come out as a real product in the prototype mode. And I have been using a lot of libraries while using my designs, and libraries pretty much help you as a designer if you're not proficient in graphic design. So basically it helped me as a boost up, like hey, you can create a prototype which is very much user friendly and looks like a very original product. So and I believe anyone can design a UI properly, but at the end what matters is you need to make an interface user friendly, because at the end your product is in the hand of users. If you are succeeding there, you are good at your job. If you're not, you have to iterate on your designs to make your designs friendly for the users. And that's all. Thank you. Nice to meet you, and I will be waiting to hear back from you soon.